playoffs. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
Now the man for UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
29-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
I'm here all day. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Come on, 31. Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Tighten up, tighten up.
To throw is Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. The 20. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. 71 yards, and the Texans have taken the early lead.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Mix the score, Texans 7. Patriots nothing. Ulbrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Newton. He's got it to James White. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To the air again, Newton. Into double Double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. The give is to Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Mike 22 is coming. 22's coming. Mike. Watch the screen. Pass. Mike 22. Mike 22.
Out of the gun, Watson. Forced out to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And now Edelman. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Patriots take over.
26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9.
28-yard line.
Let's go, D.
From the gun, here's Newton. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Newton. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 72 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now,
and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Complete to James White.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Third and long, it's Newton. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. A big play there on third down for the Pats. And even 40 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Patriots 14, Texans 7.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Throwing again is Newton. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Justin Rohrwasser for the Patriots field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right and trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
31-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tighten up. Check. Fresno. Hey, 59.
Watson down to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. It's John Simon with a sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson stepping up. He's going to keep it. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd down.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Check, 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 check.
From the gun, here's Watson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
20.
Operating from the gun. Newton to the right side, and he's got Edelman. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Newton. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. From the 50, Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's a pickup of 6.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Newton. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Patriots 31, Texans 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before the break, Watson. And that is incomplete. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Set to kick off.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. From the 6. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
24's the mark. 24's the mark.
From just shy of midfield, Newton. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Newton's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Newton. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
At the 13-yard line.
Newton throwing again. Throw left side here, taken in by Asiasi, the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Touchdown, New England.
From 13 yards out. And the Patriots continue to roll. Justin Rohrwasser now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Texans 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Again, it's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will go.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. A give to Jones. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 29. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first down, it's Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
The one thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now they're going with a screen here out to the right. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and
in order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8. Here's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. This is Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Texans get a bit closer.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. From the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
For this life, I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him lurk, can't relate. Watch his skirt out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, at the gate.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday, and it looks good so far as they try to run some clock here in this. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Operating from the gun. Newton. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And the Patriot first down.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Great.
From the gun, Newton. That's complete right side to Asiasi. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Cam throwing complete here to Edelman, and he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. New England on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again, Newton. He wants it all for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. Extra point up and through, and that will extend this big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers, but how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 60.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. They'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Some got man.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the Patriots' 16-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Today's final score.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long from Houston.